Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
In 1972, one missed free throw in high school by Tom Izzo during Iron Mountain's regional final game changed his whole perspective on life. It's why having teams who are successful at the charity stripe is so important to him. And right now, MSU is shooting nearly 80% from the line. So who better to give us a tutorial on how to make a free throw than Izzo? Big emphasis for your team, for you always, is free throws. Gonna have you guide me through a little segment of how you.
I'm coaching you?
You're coaching me, okay? Yeah.
All right.
Let's pray. Because
Let's do it.
difficult. So one of the biggest things, so I'll just.
Line it up. Yeah, put your foot in the same spot all the time. There's a little hole there where they do this. That's where we put our right foot. And I want to start the ball right about your chest and neck area.
Okay.
And so your rhythm is your knees go up, the ball goes up, and it should go in the hole.
All right. Where do you have the guys then plant their feet on the floor?
Well, I like one a little bit behind the other, kind of like you're doing. Maybe that's a little too far.
Okay.
And about shoulder width apart. That's about pretty good right there. All right.
Okay. We'll try this.
Yep. Keep it about right down a little bit. Okay. Now as you go up, the ball goes up. Ho 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 ho! Dude, one and done. That was pretty good.
Wow, that was.
Huh? Look at. She even thinks you're coachable.
Okay. So good pointers there.
Well, the good point was you listened and you learned. And most people might listen but don't learn. You did exactly what I said. You put your feet shoulder width apart. You had your hands right here, about this level. And as you went up, the ball went up. You followed through. That was excellent. I got to give you credit.
Okay, so now I made my first free throw.
Oh, now there's pressure on me.
Pressure.
Okay.
Because you shoot, how many free throws do you like to?
I shoot 100. I try to get 100 in as we're warming up.
Okay.
And it's in 6 or 7 minutes. So it's just kind of like, usually I have a better ball retriever than I have today. I have a manager who's young and aggressive and you know, like I always make them like spin the ball right back to me. Come on, boom. It's one right after another, you know, and I put it here and I missed that one, okay? Fell forward, but I usually start on a make. So there we go, we start on a make, there we go. And we just kind of go one after another.
3 for 3.
Oh, what a bad pass. Bad pass usually equals a bad shot. I should be swishing these. There we go.
All right.
I'll get to 10.
Okay.
There we go.
That was a beautiful one.
See that? See, it's a bad ball retriever. 8 for 8. 9 for 9. Dude.
10 for 10.
Pretty good. Me and you'd make a hell of a pair. We'd make a good free throw shooting team. We were 11 for 11. My team's shooting about almost 80% right now.
Right.
AJ Hogert went from a poor free throw shooter that he's at 89% because he does the same thing you did every day. So we could even make you a good free throw shooter if you keep working.
That's a big thing, yes, because AJ's up from 60% to about 88, 89, as you mentioned. Team is at 77% free throw shooting as a whole.
If you're anywhere near 80, that would be considered phenomenal. It'll win you a lot of games, especially in a Big Ten where scores seem to be a little tighter. Free throw shooting is big. The only negative we've had with that is we've only gotten there like 12, 13 times a game. If we could get to 20 instead of averaging 69, 70, we'd be averaging 77. And now you'd be considered really good in a lot of areas. So that's the improvement we have to make. We have to figure out how to do a better job getting our guys fouled. And we have to tell the referees to call more fouls.
Favorite thing.
My favorite thing.
One more quick thing too, with the free throws. When freshmen come in and you put such a big emphasis on it, what do they initially say? Do they say?
Well, they get a little mad because what guys do is they're like you know, you started out, the ball was up here. I thought you were posing for something, you know, that what I do is I don't mess with guys that are really good free throw shooters because some guys got those just different ways, you know. But if they're not really, really good, then I want it the Heathcote way. And I lock it in, and boom, and we shoot them. And I think it's really helped some guys. What free throws are is repetition. So you want to have the ball the same place, the same time, whatever your routine is. Some guys dribble twice. Some guys just catch it and shoot it. Some guys, I don't like the guys that do this, look down at the floor. I like guys that do this. You know, they should be looking at that rim the whole time.
Do you look at the front of the rim or the back?
That is a very good question, and I've heard it said both ways. I try to look at the back of the rim because I want the ball, it's like putting, never up, never in.
Yeah.
So if you don't get it there, you know, if you get it there and you're kind of nervous and you bank it in, it still counts. If you're short, they'll never go in if they're short. It's just like my putts.
Right. Mine too. So, okay. We have that in common as well. Well, thank you so much for taking us through a little tutorial of free throw shooting.
Well, let's have a good time with the show this year, and this was a good start.
Now you know the proper technique it takes to make a free throw. As always, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show. Have a happy and healthy weekend.